Everybody, Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Thomas and Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of heavyweights between these two great warriors. He's on his way to the ring, and you can just tell what kind of night he intends this to be. He's just brimming with confidence. Peters is making his way to the ring with a determined giddy-up in his step.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, that intentions. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, the Cobra, Peters.
All right, guys, remember this. Obey my commands at all times. Now let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Opening round here. See if they go the full 12 tonight. Two guys that can really take each other out. What's the best means of defense?
Well, if one guy says to himself, I'm not the power puncher, then he has to be smart. He has to be technically solid in all areas. He's going to have the edge.
Beat him to the punch.
Excellent counterpunch by Bad Intentions. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Able to cover up that gut. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Returns on that exchange. Halfway through round number one. Double jab by Peters. Hard to believe that they can keep up this pace, but who cares? It's so entertaining while it lasts. And a well-placed counter by Peters. Lack of defense. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor.
All right, hey, no holding, no holding. Just punch it out.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. What does a fighter need to do to really build the foundation to a great career?
Well, first of all, they have to have the desire to have that great career. There has to be something in them. There has to be coal in that furnace to burn, and to burn later on. Maybe something happened to them in their life. Maybe through their parents, maybe through neighbors, maybe through coaches. Somebody told them they were never going to make it. And they go in their mind that they're going to find a way to make those people wrong.
Throws a counter punch there. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Wow! Peters is stunned and staggered. Blocks the headshot. Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. He was stunned, but now he's surviving. Then a smart counterpunch by Peters. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Good defense, just covering up down low. Peters is swelling. Will not be what his corner wants to see. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Peters' vision is being compromised here. That swelling around the eye is worsening as the fight continues.
Well, right now he has to use every advantage he can. You're right. He's at a disadvantage. So now he has to position himself in the ring, every inch of that ring, where he keeps his opponent in a place where he can't throw punches towards the bad eye, where he positions himself where the good eye is always in a place where it can be used.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. He scored well after being hit himself. And a well-placed counter by Peters. How is he taking these kind of shots and just dismissing them? What a chin on this guy.
Yeah, well, what a neck on him. Look at that neck. I mean, it's about 19 inches. That is the shock absorber. But the rest of it is he's seeing it. He has good vision. He sees the shots coming, and he's making up in his mind they're not taking him anywhere.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2. So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
He just missed that shot up top. And just as we anticipated, toe-to-toe right from the start.
No introductions necessary.
Peters' movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Fine work right there by Bad Intentions. You know, I wonder if he's taking his man lightly because he is up on the scorecards, but you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before, deep waters, and he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
Halfway through this round. And now they're opening up. Both right hands land. Bad Intentions is doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there, because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the combinations he's not getting off.
Jab followed by the straight by Peters. see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Peters is just not landing any body punches in this fight.
Well, he looks like a guy who hasn't been taught that. We're getting a little bit of an X-ray, a little bit of a peek into what his trainers show him in the gym or what they don't show him.
Last 10 seconds of round number 3. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Combination to the head. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Peters is learning a real hard lesson here, and it's that a corner man can only do so much when you're dealing with this amount of swelling around the eye.
Yeah, you have that end swell in the corner. Of course, it's a piece of metal that you put in ice. It gets very cold. It retains the cold, and you place it on the swelling. But once it gets started, as you alluded to, Joe, it's tough to stop it. You got to get that ice or get that end swell on it early on before that swelling gets started, before it gets to this kind of place.
And he returns on that exchange. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Bad intentions. His jab is really becoming an effective tool here, especially with the distance that he's keeping away from his opponent.
He's doing a great job of using that stick, making sure that that jab's in his face, but then stepping out and setting traps, getting his opponent to reach in a little bit and then filling the hole.
Now that's some fine work right there by Bad Intentions. Good exchange. He fires back. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautiful.
Well, Customato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jabbed. When he's been sure of himself, he's jabbed. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
And a good counter by Bad Intentions.
In and out, in and out.
Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Doing well on the outside. Very precise double jab by Peters. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Wow, is he defensively sound. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Good looking counterpunch. Well, there he is on the outside, staying away from any danger, but still able to do what he wants.
Hey, Joe, so often we talk about the height, we talk about the length, but how about talking about patience? How about talking about discipline? He's using both those assets beautifully, staying on the outside, getting his kind of fight.
Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Well, this round comes to an end. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. This is one of those fights, Ted. It just feels like to me where it's going to be tough to really score. I mean, it's been a close fight.
Yeah, it's a hard fight to score because you have one guy maybe a little busier, but...
Wow! Bad Intentions is stunned and staggered. Peters is mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Thinks we're going against him. Now the tide is turned.
Good things come to those who wait or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
Well placed. Oh, and there you go. Bad Intentions has been stunned.
All right, come on now. Come on, work it out. Work it out. See some punches here.
I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
And a sharp counter punch by Bad Intentions. Gives one. The right hand scores well. Solid right hands headline that exchange. Says right back with the left hand. Peters, his cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Bad intentions, his opponent is having a field day here. I mean, just so accurate upstairs, but there's one reason he's so accurate. He's not moving his head.
No, he's not at all. And if he's not going to move his head, at least do something else. Catch and pitch. What I mean by that, Joe, is block and then pitch right back. Keep your opponent honest. He's not doing that either.
Missed the body shot. Nice block by Peters. Well-placed counterpunch by Bad Intentions. I'm wondering what the opposing corner is going to do here. They got to their man earlier. They were able to rock him. And really nothing's changed. He's showing them the same exact look, the same exact style that he came here with.
Well, first of all, the opponent should keep doing what he's doing. You know, you're landing, you found something that's working, stay with it until he changes.
Good return fire that time. Showing you some defense there with the block. Good block there by Peters. Good defensive skill with the block by the Cobra. Blocks that punch. Good block by Bad Intentions. Great movement to get away from those punches.
Jab, use the jab.
Again to the melon. Round comes to an end here. An enjoyable night sitting ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. A lot better than our day we spent at the horse track the other day, where we couldn't get any winners, at least I couldn't. But we were talking about the fact that so many parallels to be made between boxing and life boxing and all these other sports we enjoy, like horse racing, of being well-conditioned and working your way up to this one singular moment.
Yeah, well, the trainer obviously has to get the athlete. In this case, athlete happens to be over 1,000 pounds, and that's a horse. You know, at peak condition, he has to look at a calendar just like a trainer does with a fighter, know when the race is, know when the fight is, and not get used up out on the track, or used up, of course, in the gym.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Good counter punch. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. takes it away. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle, it continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Good work now, backing up what he did. Well-targeted counterpunch by Peters. End of the round here. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. It's turning out to be a very good fight because it's very competitive. It's one of those fights that's really hard to score.
Yeah, it is hard to score. It's going to be up to the judges now. Hopefully, they've been watching the way they need to watch, and they're competent enough to make sure that it's not just a matter of who's throwing, but, you know, who's really landing.
Able to get rid of that one. Scoring counterpunch by Peters. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
He's got to know that the eye's getting worse. The swelling is really more pronounced right now, but I don't see any defensive changes.
And you know what? I don't see any urgency either. You just touched on it. I don't see him where he's starting to get to the place where, you know, he's firing at the kind of rate that you would want to see a guy firing back at when he's in such a perilous position right now. He has to know that this fight is close to being stopped. He's got to start acting like a guy that's at the cliff, and he doesn't want to go over that cliff.
Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Good defensive skill with the block by Peters. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like, going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. He was stunned and staggered moments ago. Now he's right back in the fight, looking pretty good.
Yeah, some guys take a little longer to recover. One of his strengths is he recovers real fast.
Nice block by Bad Intentions. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Fires right back at him. And a good solid 1-2 combo by Peters. Man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. Use your feet. Blocks that punch. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent. Oh! Peters has been stunned.
Right,
Bad Intentions is mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Things were going against him. Now the tide is turned.
Good things come to those who wait or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. So we come to the end of the round, and that was a round that was very productive for him. Now he heads back to his corner, and they're going to try to repeat the success they just had, I'm sure.
Yes, he hurt his opponent there. He's going to want to go back to what he was doing and remember what set up those big shots.
He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments.
No holding.
He said he was going to do it from the outside, and now he has. He just got to his man. He goes up top and gets to him, hammering the head. Gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Nice block by Peters. There's the headshot, but he carries it away. Done that time, landing the counter punch. Listen, he's still being highly competitive, even though you would have to think, if you're judging this fight at all, that he's way behind. Does that give him hope that still there's a chance that he can score the knockout and get this win?
Yeah, because his attitude is still there. He hasn't given up on himself. And as long as you haven't given up on yourself, you always have a chance where one punch can separate that guy from his consciousness.
In the opening 2 minutes, a minute to go in this round. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Back at him. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Wow, is he defensively sound. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. So he went down earlier, and yet he's still fighting with the same kind of style, the same kind of disposition he was fighting with before the knockdown. If I'm the opponent, maybe that's a sign to me that, hey, maybe I didn't hurt the guy that much.
Or maybe it's a sign that this son of a gun is just very predictable. He can't change. And maybe I'm going to have a party tonight because I'm going to keep catching him with the same thing until he takes it away from me.
That's a good point. Nice block by Bad Intentions. Good block there by Peters. Good block by Peters. 1 minute to go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. Nice block by Peters. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Peters. Bad Intentions is just not himself right now. He went down, and since then, he's just kind of been lingering during this fight. Not fully engaged in it, just existing.
Exactly, because he remembers that he got caught, and he doesn't want to revisit that place. What he needs to do is correct why he got caught and get back to being a fighter. A guy who lets his hands go.
Well, which way did it go? That is the question everybody wants the answer to. The man with the answer is standing in the ring, and here he is.
A unanimous decision. Your winner, the Cobra, Peters.
Peters is your winner by a unanimous decision.
Well, he started going to the body, and it paid off for him, and it paid off for us. A good, solid fight.
It was indeed, and we're glad you were with us to witness it. Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.